Yo, how's it going? Today we're going to be making one of my go-to weeknight recipes. It's perfect for bachelors or for full families. It's super healthy and super simple to make. It's called Takikomi Gohan. We're also going to make it gluten-free by simply subbing gluten-free soy sauce and dashi. So to start off, you're going to need 1 cup of rice, preferably Japanese short grain from Niigata Prefecture, which in my opinion is the best rice in Japan. Rinse the rice a few times, and if you have time, let the rice sit in cold water for 30 minutes. It will help the rice absorb the flavor more, but this is completely optional. And while that rice is soaking, we can get our other ingredients ready. It's pretty flexible what you put in this dish. This time I chose pumpkin because it's in season, salmon, Samiji mushrooms, these have an amazing texture, negi for garnish, and then I have some lemons, gluten-free soy sauce, mirin, and dashi. And then we don't really need to do much prep work. I'm just going to cut this pumpkin into more bite-sized pieces and then slice the lemon. To cook this dish, we're going to be using a Japanese clay pot, which you probably don't have, but that's totally okay. You can make this in a rice cooker or just in a skillet with a lid, but the Japanese clay pot really does make a difference. The rice comes out a lot better in my opinion. If you're into Japanese cooking though, you should really get one of these. It's an amazing tool. Since I'm using 1 cup of rice, we're going to add 1 cup of water to this pot. It's a 1:1 rice to water ratio, and then we're going to add the dashi. If you don't have dashi, that's totally okay. You can substitute chicken stock or vegetable stock, or even just make it with plain water. And then you're going to want to turn the heat on a little bit just so you can dissolve the flakes. And then we're going to add 3/4 tablespoon of gluten-free soy sauce and mirin. And once the dashi is all incorporated with the water, we're going to add our rice in and kind of spread it evenly over the bottom. And now for the fun part, we're going to add our ingredients to the pot. Just gently lay them on top of the rice. It's critical you don't mix it into the rice, otherwise it's not going to cook correctly. And I like to do some kind of organized pattern with the fish in the middle and the vegetables half and half. And then put the lemon slices on top of the salmon. And now we're ready to cook. Turn the heat to medium-high, and then when you see the water start to bubble, put the lid on. Now we need the steam to build up. Wait until you see the steam start to escape through the hole, and at that point, turn the heat down to low. Let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes and let that magic happen. And this is a perfect opportunity to pet your cat. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. Oh man, that's so beautiful. But this beauty was not meant to last. Using a spatula that won't damage your pan, we're gonna chop the fish up, and you can see how this salmon just falls apart, and then we're gonna mix it up. You can see in this pan there's some bits where the rice is stuck to the bottom, but this is exactly what we want. Let me tell you, that rice is like the marshmallows and Lucky Charms. It is the best part, so make sure you scrape that all off and mix it all up in there. You can see here a part that was stuck to the bottom. It gets really burnt and crispy and adds a great texture and flavor to the dish. This makes a great side dish, but you can also eat it as a main course. It goes great with miso soup, so I'll often just eat this with miso soup for dinner. And that's it. As you can see, this is super simple to make and incredibly healthy. There's no oil in it, no sugar or anything bad for you. And you can do it pretty fast. If you don't let that rice soak, you can probably make this in 20 minutes or less. The ingredients too are super flexible. Generally, I like to put fish with 1 root vegetable and 1 mushroom in it, but it's totally up to you. I also have a vegan one I make that I might make a video on. And this one though, I chose pumpkin because it's in season, but honestly the pumpkin and the lemon did not go well together at all. I would recommend, if you make this exact one, do not put the lemon in it. Otherwise though, it's totally delicious. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. Thanks. Have a great day.